It's been quite a week for a JJK fan. In the latest chapter, it's revealed that Gojo's body is now being controlled by Yuta Okotsu. Now, I know Gojo fans love trying to find a new way to cope, but there is a solid theory that I think we should explore. This theory states that after the 5 minutes are up for Yuta's copy technique, Gojo will be able to regain control of his body. I believe this theory at the very least is interesting because we don't know what's going to happen to Yuta once his copy technique expires. Yuta even states himself that he's not really quite sure what's going to happen. I personally don't believe Gojo will come back in this way, if Gojo comes back at all. I think if Gojo has any chance of coming back, it'll be towards the end of the series, with Yuta giving Gojo back his body, and then returning to his own. We know from Kenjaku that the soul and body are intertwined, so as long as Yuta is keeping Gojo's body alive, he could come back. I had a theory that Geto could have came back too, but Kenjaku was just unwilling to give up his body for obvious reasons. If a situation like Gojo being alive somehow still appears in the manga, I highly doubt that Yuta will be unwilling to give Gojo back his body. Even if my theory is not right, I don't think Gojo will really come back in the final battle with Sukuna. I think what Gojo did with hitting Sukuna with like infinite void and giving him like brain damage and internal hemorrhaging, that was enough for the story, at least for Gojo's part. Right? Like that was way more than he could have ever done to like give a good lob to the hero so they could win the battle and save the day. I think if Gojo did come back, it would just really to be like service to fans. I don't think it'll be anything like integral to the story. I mean, the most that like could happen is Gojo like telling Megami about like Toji and his like parentage and things like that. But even then, even in the manga, Gojo says that he gave this job to Shoko if he does die. That being said, that's it. Make sure you subscribe or I will tickle your feet in your sleep.